This is going to be a good video because I'm going to predict the future and I'm going to show you why I am right and why I know I am right. There are numbers and they are very, very helpful, but only so much. You need to know about the business that you're talking about. You need to know about the specific players in that business and in that market if you want to come up with this kind of prediction. Do I think I'm an expert? Absolutely not. But these kinds of facts, they don't spell out anything differently than this. I'm going to show you why. I've made a pretty bold statement. I've made a lot in my time, but this one, you can put your chips on. YouTube will surpass Twitch in streaming content. I say next 3 to 5 years. I'll just say before 5 years. The reason being, Twitch has no growth plan. They have places that they pull a mass audience from, and all of their content creators pull an audience from. Multiple different places, but not like YouTube or even Facebook can do. They have stolen the spot to be the #1 platform. Let's go into the pros and cons of Twitch itself. Twitch has some great aspects. They're currently #1 out of anybody all across the planet. For anybody to stream gaming content, you do it on Twitch. That's where you do it. That's where the whole community is. If you want to stream anything like that, that's where you go. You want to watch anything like that, that's where you go. It's the name brand. You want to buy anything off the internet, you go to Amazon. That's just what you do. And Amazon is backing Twitch, and that's a powerhouse right there. That's a powerhouse partnership. The viewerships on Twitch keep rising. They just keep going up. And I think that's because more and more people discover it off of YouTube and off of Twitter and off of Reddit and off of Facebook. Also, they have huge personalities. They got Dr. Lupo, they got Tim the Tatman, they got Nick Merckx, they got Shroud, they got so many different people. XQC, there's so many different name brands, but they are losing them. That you can't hide. Final pro point is that their website is based to make it so user-friendly for any viewers and also for content creators as well. Like the dashboard, the dashboard's kind of, yeah, the one before it was better, but the dashboard, just, you know, channel points, so many different things that you can interact with the viewer and do that with them that you don't have yet on YouTube. But that's the keyword. Yes. All of these pro points, they can be taken away. It can be very temporary, very quick. Being user-friendly, that's just building your site better. That's just, YouTube can do that. #1 spot, that can be taken away. We know that. Signing big names, they've already started that. YouTube can almost say, thank you, Twitch, because Twitch ain't caring all that much, to be honest. Why should they? They're #1. They've got twice as many viewership as anybody else. That can go pretty quick, too. Here are some of the cons that Twitch has. They have no real organic growth plan or algorithm. Twitter has an algorithm, like Reddit has an algorithm, like TikTok has an algorithm, like Instagram, like YouTube. They have algorithms for how you can be seen more, that you can be noticed more. If you create great content, say on Twitter, more people favorite it, more people can retweet it, more people will comment, more people can quote it and share it. That's easily dispersed amongst all of Twitter, especially people that aren't following you yet. That's an algorithm. Also, an algorithm is YouTube. What your tags are, what your title is, how many minutes watched of your videos, how many likes it gets, how many dislikes, how many comments. These are all different things that go back into the algorithm of growing a YouTube channel. It has an algorithm. Twitch doesn't. There's no algorithm. The next 2 points kind of go hand in hand with each other, so I'll kind of say them both. Twitch is TOS, terms of service, very, very shady. This isn't, you know, unnoticed. This doesn't go unseen. A lot of people on many different social media sites see this plainly and call Twitch out for it, and have called Twitch out for it for years now, and it doesn't seem like Twitch cares, which moves me on to my next point, which is Amazon really doesn't give a crap about small streamers, small or growing streamers. I don't like saying small streamers, growing streamers. They don't care about them. They don't do anything for them in order to grow or branch out or grab an audience from somewhere else. Twitch doesn't do it. If you want to grow as a streamer on Twitch, you literally have to go to another site like Twitter, like YouTube, and bring that audience to Twitch. You can't do it organically in Twitch, just like the first point. And Amazon doesn't care about that. The reason why I say Amazon and the board of directors, they don't care about it because the Twitch devs, they have a plan and they've talked with smart people over on Twitch, even content creators that have a plan of different features that they could add to Twitch to make it so that you can be very discoverable on Twitch. They've gone to them, the devs, and said, here's what we can do, and they don't do it. Whether they even take it under serious consideration blows my mind. They don't, obviously, otherwise you would see more stuff, but you don't. There's no new features. They just make it a little bit easier for a content creator to interact with a viewer, which is great. You can have that personal relationship, which you can't have really on any other site when you're talking with a viewer. That's great. But why it sucks also is because there ain't gonna be nobody there if you can't attract them in the first place organically from your site. You're relying on YouTube mostly. Let me show you this. Let's take a look at this. The top social sources of Twitch. Basically, where they pull their audience from. 43.4% comes from YouTube. And you don't think that YouTube one day is going to surpass Twitch? Next is Twitter, then Reddit, then Facebook, the other site that organically can grow an audience. How do they not see this? They've got to see this, right? They've got to understand and comprehend this. They can't just sit there and count the days until they're not number one and then do something. That's terrible. If you want to remain the powerhouse, you have to innovate. You have to be the one innovating the space. And you're not even going to innovate anything that your own devs are telling you to. They're the ones talking with the major content creators and other people that care about growing the site. This is why I think that Twitch will get surpassed in the next 5 years, because if they don't care about it now, in a year when YouTube is starting to gain traction on them, they won't care about it then either. And in 2 years and 3 years, maybe they'll start caring about it. Maybe they could do something about it. I very much doubt it. Things that YouTube is missing is like a TwitchCon, YouTube Gaming Con, TubeCon. I don't know. They need something of that to spark the interest of YouTube partners to go and interact with their audiences at a personal level, at a face-to-face level. They need to be able to have these events to get excited about, because this is something major that a lot of the content creators over on Twitch look forward to every single year. And now that it's all kind of shut down at the moment, you know, people are missing that and they're gonna not be able to wait till the next one. But at the same time, YouTube needs to be able to do something like this, just as the same as YouTube also needs to be able to make the personal connection between a YouTube viewer, a small YouTube content creator, or a growing YouTube content creator, and their viewer or viewers more personalized. Give something that allows the content creator to interact with them, interact with their chat more. Otherwise, the viewer on YouTube is actually worth less than the average viewer on Twitch. You need to be able to give something back. Twitch has that for content creators at the moment. Whether they're doing more things, I don't know. But this is something that YouTube needs. They need more ways to interact with their audience, between donations or channel points or different things like that. But also, YouTube's got a lot of things that Twitch does not, obviously. For one, they got Google. Anybody need help with something? Got a problem? Make a YouTube video on it. Also, YouTube's got a story. Instagram's got a story. Facebook's got a story. Almost everywhere's got a story except for like Reddit, Twitter, and Twitch. Although you can save your past broadcasts, they don't last forever. Past YouTube videos, anything like that, if you want it to last, you need to create a clip or a highlight of it, then it lasts. Bottom line is, you need to have something that people can create content for and just have posted to a channel just like YouTube does. YouTube has Stadia, and now Stadia is very touchy at the moment. Doesn't seem like it's gaining a lot of traction. Doesn't seem like it's becoming that popular at the moment. But if Stadia were to evolve or be dissolved into YouTube gaming of some sort, I don't think this is the right way to go for YouTube gaming's direction, which is great, but they want to base all their events around YouTube Stadia and have YouTube gaming be a part of that, where streamers can come in. And Stadia is like, what they're trying to do is create like a Marvel multiverse. They want to be able to take YouTube gaming or just bits and pieces of YouTube and create a multiverse. They want to have a large event where it's not just going to be streamers, it's also going to be other major YouTube content creators. Just do videos that don't do live streams or aren't even a part of gaming. They just want to have that as one section off to the side. But they don't really need that at the moment. What they need is to outdo Twitch in every way possible. They need to be able to create one of these events, like a TwitchCon, that's going to get everybody sparked and ignited and excited about this and ready for it, because all these content creators are going to get sick and tired of Twitch not listening because of the inconsistent banning and the inconsistent TOS and the harassment that happens from its own members. A lot of people that have already gotten sick of it went over to YouTube, and a lot of organizations are starting to see this isn't going to be great in a year or two. I'm going to make the investment into the company, YouTube, Google, that has been around for 30 years instead of the team that's been around for 10 years and already seems like they just wanted to grow really fast. And now that Amazon's in place, it's just gonna drop. Right now, Twitch is at its peak. And right now, in the next 5 years, all you're gonna see is a decline. There may be more of a mass number of different people coming in and watching content amongst all Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, everywhere. But Twitch, you're going to start to see that Twitch line dwindling and that YouTube line growing. And when it happens, is that when Amazon takes a step in and decides something needs to be done? Or are they going to do it now beforehand? Don't know. But if you are an aspiring content creator and you are already making freaking content on YouTube or Twitter or somewhere else other than Twitch, and you expect to be growing, I don't know what else to say. If you want to stream on Twitch, it's perfectly fine. It's what we do here. I stream every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and sometimes Saturday over on Twitch. I'll leave a link down in the description. But I make content here. This is where all the action is. If you aren't thinking about these kinds of things as a content creator right now, then you're already behind the curve. This is where your mind needs to be at if you want to be a step ahead of the curve. This is why I made this. You need to see why Twitch is not the one to bet your money on in the next long run. They shot up quick, they can shoot down just as fast, and I believe that's exactly what we're gonna see. If you guys ever have any questions, you guys can jump into my Twitch channel. You guys can leave a comment down below. Make sure you guys give a like if you like this video. Also, I'm on Twitter way too much for my own good, so go over there. If you guys have any questions, tweet at me, or you guys can hop into the Discord. We're always in there. Lots of people always willing to help. How to better your strategy for algorithms that, you know, for sites that have growth algorithms. Until next time, you guys, stay busy.
Hey, I gave you that kilo.
Oh, yeah. He gave it to me now. Hey, you forgot to steal that kill too.
You know what? I'll take that off.
Where is he?
I don't know. He's getting shuffled off.
Come on, fight. Don't make me do it.